Nice like Van Halen. See me in a tunnel with the skip. Yo, see this? I don't even know if this is being pushed around yet. I don't know if they out or available yet. Because I got mine from the front office. This is Troy Reed's new book. For those who don't know, Troy Reed is the godfather of gangster media content. He was the first out of all of us. Definitely took some of Troy's flavor and made it my own. Shout out to Arliss Michaels. Um, this book is heavy, man. This is heavy. This is heavy. This is heavy. This is heavy. It's heavy. Um, damn. I don't know what to say because I wasn't prepared for it. I'll share some things about the book with y'all though for a few minutes. Um, reading this book, kind of paints Alpo as a victim initially. Peace, peace. It painted him as like a victim initially. Alpo got his first body at 15 years old. 15 years old. A through the pillow murder. Yeah, through the pillow joint at 15. I believe that first murder, I believe he was scared into doing that. He was with an older guy, a stick up guy. The guy that he went on the mission with actually used to stick him up. He used to rob Alpo all the time and shit. And Poe said he took a liking to him and started taking him on missions. But the first time that he ever killed somebody, he was 15 years old. 4 on the real-time support. How's the book? Make sure you get you one, man. $22. I wouldn't have gave mine up for 22. Not this. Not this. Not anything with Alpo's name on it. If you notice, Albert, that's his real name. His real name ain't Alberto Martinez. It's Albert. See, it says, I never met Alpo. Albert served 24 years in prison, but Alpo killed him in 6. He said, I got to get out and get that book. This is crazy. This book is crazy as hell. Troy Reed had a similar experience that I did with Alpo when that footage got leaked. When that footage got leaked of that visit to Rich Porter's crime scene, when that shit happened, it just threw everything. It just fucked everything up. But just real briefly, I'll give y'all some history on Troy Reed and Alpo's relationship. Troy Reed was going to see Alpo in jail many, many years ago when nobody was fucking with him. Nobody was coming to see him. So, yeah, Troy Reed was going to visit Alpo and Guy Fisher at the same time. It's in this book. They was in the same jail. They was in Otisville. Guy Fisher was in general population. Alpo was way, way in the back, the way it was described, way in the back, with the Witness Protection Program. Listening to Alpo tell about being a snitch and being in the Witness Protection Program, they do unbelievable things for those people to be telling. They do unbelievable shit for them. One of the things that I thought was crazy is that they be on airplanes with us. You would never know it. I found out this reading about the Witness Protection Program. Them niggas be on airplanes with us. If you ever got on a plane, they real slick about it. You wouldn't even notice it. You'll think it's a regular person. Sometimes they don't even have handcuffs on them. Like if the agents, the federal agents is comfortable with them, they won't even have handcuffs on. But what they do is this. Let's say you're going on a flight somewhere and the feds is on that flight too. Number one, they'll choose an airport that's not so high profile. They got airports in the cut and shit like that. They'll take a airport that ain't so high profile, and they'll transport a person through that system. He was telling me the places he was staying while he was testifying for them. He only testified one time. He never testified against Wayne Perry. He didn't have to. Wayne pled guilty. But when they be moving them niggas around to testify on people, them niggas be in regular hotels. Them niggas be in regular hotels, man. The guy in your neck in the next room to you could be a notorious gangster with 200 bodies. Yeah, they could be right there with you. Also, when you flying, this is how they transport them. They be on the same flights as us. They, the captain, the airplane pilot will tell the stewardess, board this person first. And when they board the guy, they'll take him all the way to the back of the plane. He'll just be sitting there with federal agents. They might look like regular people. The federal agents sitting there and the witness sitting next to him and shit. And they be in, like, the way they transport these guys is unbelievable. They be having these niggas in regular shit. Office buildings. Let's say you work in an office building with a bunch of different offices in it. You would never know that the FBI is in that building and they interrogate people there. Like, you might walk past an interrogation room every day. It might appear to be a mop closet or something like that. But you can walk past an interrogation room every day. Like, they very, very good at making people disappear. Like, it's like a magic trick. The animation was dope in your last piece. Thank you. But yeah, this is the book. This is the book. What was released in this book was only things that someone who was trusted would be told. This is unlike anything that's been pushed about Alpo. This book, this is not like Paid in Full. This is more in depth. This is not like anything you've seen. Never. This is it. Like the first 3 or 4 chapters, Alpo wrote himself, but Troy related, saying from the mouth of Alpo. He was in a couple situations. I want to know who those guys in D.C. was. Alpo was going to set up some guys in D.C. when he was in the D.C. jail from the feds. The feds told him they wanted him to set somebody up. They wired up the visitor room, the booths in the visitor room, the little, the little booths where the phone is. They wired them up. The feds wired them joints up, like 3 of them. And then they took Alpo to the visitor room and let him do a walkthrough to basically practice setting these guys up. He said when they came, they immediately started reminiscing and talking about shit that was going on in the streets. Joking and talking about shit that was going on in the streets. And he said to himself, he was like, man, I can't book these niggas, man. He said, these niggas sitting here having a good time with me. We sitting here talking and kicking, and they have no idea that I'm about to do something to them that's going to affect them for the rest of their life. He said he got up from the booth that he was in and took them to a booth that wasn't recorded, that wasn't wired up. And he lucky he didn't blow his deal like that, because the feds was pissed off that he did that shit. But he told him that he was nervous. He said, I ain't never snitched on nobody before. All this shit is new to me. And they gave him another chance. He spoke about murders. He was bodying shit. He wasn't just killing for himself or having people kill for himself. He killed for his friends. What I mean by that is he had an associate that was down with Rayful Edmond named Fats. Somebody was trying to testify against Fats. Somebody was trying to testify against him. And Poe was on the street. Poe called that. He called the shot. He took care of that for the guy. But these are things that we ain't never been exposed to. This book is gonna raise a lot of eyebrows. He said, how do I grab a book? I can't even tell you, man. That's the barcode right there. I know that ain't gonna help you. But Troy Reed is on Instagram. Look him up. Hit him up. I talk to him often. He'll kick it with you. He'll definitely tell you how you can get a hold to the book. He said, let's briefly chat about that Temple 25 piece. What happened at Temple 25? ISBN number on the top of the barcode. Amazon has it. Okay, you can get you one from Amazon. Clearly, that Temple in Newark remind me of the Mafia Social Club, Murderers Hangout. Hey, man, call it like you see it, man. I know that shit was very, very fucking intense. I believe that 14 minutes of content that I did at the Temple in Newark, New Jersey, I believe that's one of my most powerful pieces. It was only about 14 minutes long, but all crack. He said, I read it already, got it in Amazon. Oh, he gave me a shout out. He gave me a shout out. Hate when people call me when I'm on live. Yeah, he gave me a shout out. At the beginning, I would like to acknowledge the following YouTube bloggers and platforms. Vlad TV, the real Gully TV. He should have put my name before Vlad. Don't put me second to Vlad, fam. Vlad TV, the real Gully TV, Sub-Zero, the Beat 139, Brian Glaze Gibbs, M. Rec, Hip Hop News, Uncensored, Cam Capone, Definitely Clout Chaser. There's others. Everybody, I ain't gonna mention everybody's name. You don't need it. Buy you one. But I got some dope content for y'all, man. Shout out to Edo, Rochester, New York, and shit. We did something last night. Got some crack for y'all. He's a dope producer and an MC. Ito, E-T-O. Would you go on Vlad TV? Why? Why? People ask me that. Go on Vlad for what? I got my own TV. I got Gully TV. Every minute of the piece was intense, and as soon as you showed the Temple, immediately noticed that brother lurking. Yeah, he was lurking. I seen him, I'm watching him, I'm like, this is it. And he was coming. I could feel him coming. I ain't even seen him. I had my back turned. I could feel him coming. Colleen, good morning. He said, I bet that experience was crazy. You can hit me up on Instagram and I give you that information, fam. That tattoo. Oh my goodness. Let me talk about this for a minute. That was not Benny the Butcher's goons that whooped Freddie Gibbs. I seen that video footage. That wasn't Benny's. Listen, it wouldn't have been that many people. If that was the Sopranos that jumped on Freddie Gibbs, it wouldn't have been that many people. It wouldn't have been a crowd. If you seen the footage, it looked like a mob was rushing him. That's what happened. The fucking people in the restaurant or wherever he was at recognized him and started trying to get at his ass. If you in somebody's city and you talking about they rappers and shit like that, and they see you wearing jewelry and shit, they gonna try to get at you. This is how you know it wasn't the Black Sopranos. He got away with his jewelry. If it was the Black Sopranos, if it was really Benny's people, if it was really them niggas, he wouldn't have got away with the jewelry. Them niggas would have got that jewelry up off of him. Priority one. They would have took the jewelry first. And I done been around them. I done been around the Sopranos. I done been around them niggas. I done been around them a billion times. And that wasn't them. That wasn't it. He said, that's what I said. It couldn't be the Sopranos. Nah, that wasn't them, yo. They don't even be in Buffalo all like that. Like, Benny be having to move all around the world, man. He got shows to do, features, and he got work to do. He don't be hanging around in Buffalo. I don't know whether Freddie Gibbs told people that he was in Buffalo or going to be in Buffalo, but the fans whooped his ass. That's who did it. The fans jumped on him. He was in somebody's city. He had dissed some niggas in somebody's city, and they wasn't happy to see him. That's all. So, but that definitely wasn't them. I'm clearing this up. You heard it from the dribble. That wasn't the Black Sopranos. That wasn't Benny's goons. That wasn't them. And if it was, it wouldn't have took all of them. It would have took just one or two of them. It's only Freddie Gibbs and shit. Like, it's some big raw niggas to be with them and shit. He said, I think Benny in Europe now on a tour. Gibbs still got the beats he deserved. Gully separates himself for the dirty section of YouTube content different. I got good sense. I'm intelligent. I'm a reflection of my parents whenever I show up. So you're not gonna get a bunch of ignorant shit out of me and shit. I don't be around that shit as a person. I just don't got that in me and shit. I don't want no rah-rah shit around me. I'm on some fly shit. I'm on some pretty shit. About paper. That shit that they just don't agree with my lifestyle and shit. So I'm a Libra. You know what I am. The most extravagant. If it was BSF, they would have left him naked to make an example, and that's where I'll stop. Exactly. Exactly. If it was the Sopranos, they would have broke him up, but they would have took that jewelry. They would have got that jewelry first. So, yeah, it wasn't them. I'd have been around them niggas. I'd have partied with them niggas. I'd have been in Buff with them niggas, in the studio with them niggas. I'd have been in Cali with them niggas. I'd have been in Niagara Falls with them niggas. That wasn't them. He said, Libra gang. Yeah, man. He said, Gibbs been taking L since he got dropped by Jeezy. His music is good. He can rap. He got a dope song with Jadakiss. He just need to chill, man, with the gangster shit. People, I think Troy Reed, I mean, not Troy Reed, Troy Terrain, he did something on Freddie Gibbs. Freddie Gibbs' daddy is the police, and his brother is the district attorney or some crazy shit like that. I'm live, bro. Say something to my audience. I'm gonna hit you right back. Just tell them something. Say anything. Yo, this King Odie logged in with Gully TV. We do this every morning. And Gully, show little Mitch how that shit done. Post that shit, bro. I got you. I'm gonna hit you when I get off. We're gonna make that happen. All right. Shout out to King Odie. Got a project on the way. Edo, Rochester, New York. He got some fire coming out, man. Him and Vidon, they got records. They got crazy records. Edo is one of my favorite rappers. He's one of my favorites, for real. If you ain't down with this dude, he's Puerto Rican. This nigga's fire, yo. He like a, it's like they took Queensbridge and Staten Island and Far Rock and put them together. That's Edo sound. Word. He said, yeah, Edo super fire. He tried too hard. He about to be 40. You got to stop running his mouth. Make your music, get your money, and raise your kids. With Derek, I agree. Edo's crazy bars in production. You watching that We Own the City on HBO? Nah, I ain't hip, man. Only thing I watch on HBO right now is the Lakers series. Get this book. This book is fire, man. Alpo killed he got his first homicide at 15 years old. He made it clear that he was scared of the guy that he was with. The guy that he was with told him, yo, if they move, blow their head off. Person kept moving. Alpo was trying to talk to him in Spanish, tell him, chill, Poppy, chill. Like, the guy that was with Alpo was on some killer shit. Poe trying to say this dude, like, Poppy, chill, just settle down, chill. He wouldn't. Homeboy told him, yo, blow his head off. Put the pillow on his face, blew his head off. He said he didn't see no blood. He said he didn't even know he killed him until later on or whatever. But he said that when he shot it, boom. He said the dude stopped resisting, stopped wiggling. Yo, Middleton, you deciphered it. In the book, the person name is Black. The person that took Alpo with him on them robberies, his name is Black in the book. In real life, his name is something else. I don't know if it's my position to tell y'all the guy's real name, but he's been discussed on YouTube 1,000 times in relation to Alpo. He's basically the guy that had him under the wing as he was coming off into the street. Y'all know his name. But anyway. He said, need that book. Yo, Middleton, you dead on. Alpo strip Diddy. Never heard anything like that. Subscribe to the channel, hit the bell so you get the notifications. Sub-Zero has talked about him. Yeah, he did a whole live stream about him. He did. I've seen pictures of him. Mechacopolis, I believe, has pictures of him. My man Splashy says we gotta make Gully bigger than all these YouTubers. I'm already bigger than all these niggas. Don't you see my content? Don't you see my content? What more do you want? What more do you want? Let's talk about this for a minute. I'm on both coasts and down south. East Coast, West Coast, Midwest. Crossover dribble. You come here, you don't just get hip hop, sports, and fashion. Now I'm giving y'all history and shit. But yeah, ain't nobody bigger than me here. Trust me. If we all was in the same room, I had the biggest chain on. I just cut my locks, about to grab me some of that knit up. You didn't have to cut it. I got joints to fit over dreads, but come fuck with your boy. My man said, Vlad a super custer. Look into original gangs of New York. Will do. Good morning, everybody. Why do you think this topic is here first? Why do you think this topic is here first? The dribble is spectacular and innovative. Remember that. Where can I get the book? Amazon. It's called I Never Met Alpo by Troy Reed. This is the godfather of gangster content. He the one that did the Larry Davis. He did Game Over. He did the Alpo story. He did the Guy Fisher story. This is him. Last night I had to tell him that I was the one that uploaded that video. He explains the leak. When I got this book, I went straight to the chapter about the leak, how that footage of Alpo talking about Rich Porter murder was leaked. I went straight to that chapter and I started reading that first. I told him when that shit got leaked, whoever found it first, they sent it to me. I said, Troy, you could look at the dates and times that I uploaded that shit. I was the first words. And he was like, oh, really? Yeah, I was the first one. Somebody gave it to me. I was trying to beat Vlad and everybody else to the punch, and I did. He said, Troy Reed, not Al Prophet. Man, niggas, Troy Reed been getting busy, yo. Been getting busy. Al Prophet's dope, too. Fire. So, I don't take nothing away from it.
Rates just kind of creep up. Experian compares your current car insurance coverage with over 40 top providers.
Joel, good morning.
I just saved over $900.
Boom, boom, boom. Make sure you visit my website. Re-up with everything. Property of the dribble. The PA Knits is over there on the website. Make sure you get you one. I got some content coming for y'all that's just gonna take y'all breath away and shit. These niggas can't box with God. They can't. Troy Reed been in the game for a minute. Vlad is your biggest fan. I believe it. The book is available on Amazon. Thank you. Original man, good morning. Make sure y'all follow me on IG at I am Gully TV _. Follow me on IG. You go over there and see the latest pictures. I was in the studio with Nice the Future. Did a lot of work with Prodigy for Mobb Deep. Job Black, Rochester, New York, and Ito. You hear Jim Jones on Doggy Diamond saying Mano got his dribble right. I know you lying. I know you lying. I know you lying. I know he ain't used. I know he ain't used my. Nah, I'm fucking around. But for real, he said it. That's great. Niggas need to get their dribble right. Mano need to get his dribble right. Yeah. You still work with independent artists? Of course. Don't you see him on the channel? Shout out to the Final Four. Trent, New Jersey. I just did the burpee challenge, man, for a month, man. That shit was, I'm still healing from that shit. Alpo did not slap him. He said Jim actually said it. He said, yes, he did. Oh man, I gotta see this, man. If I see him with it, if I see him with my cliche in his mouth, I'm using it forever. I'm using it. Jimmy, if you said it, it'll be on this platform from here on out. I'm going to investigate when I get up out of here. Speaking of Prodigy, I know they took his music off stream, and I'm really tight about that. For real? I don't know what that's about. The girl who Alpo smacked him for was, I don't know what that's about. Charleston White, Crip Mac, and all those fly by night people was coming to an end. Yeah, you gotta have some potency if you want to exist in this shit. Memorial Day, they got a special coming out about Bobby Brown. Make sure y'all tune in. I find interesting in the same weekend, dudes touch Freddie Gibbs, but the Buffalo shooter's parents' siblings are walking around untouched. I get what you're saying, but some people had a problem with me saying black folks, we our own worst enemy. Them little 10 bodies, I'm gonna say it again, them little 10 bodies, that shit could happen in a good weekend at the hands of black folks in Philadelphia or Chicago. Nah, it wasn't warranted. And we really need to start defending ourselves. Fuck the police and shit. Like, when these niggas get the drawing, I believe the next person that try that shit gonna get burnt the fuck up by citizens. The next person to pull out a hammer in public trying to, do him, he gonna get burnt up by citizens. They gonna light his ass up. And I think that that's something that's needed. You know what I mean? Blow him down right on TV. The content about Malcolm X is dope. We need more of that. Malcolm X B-Day celebration in New York City today. Just copped it off Amazon. Cop mine too. Mine's is fire too. It's called Some Things I've Been Through. I detailed me and Alpo walking through downtown Harlem. The same video I just I wrote about it. So Jimmy Henchman was putting pressure on all rappers at the Justo Awards in '03, yo. Yayo wasn't having it. You know better than that. Poverty creates these issues. Eliminate poverty, it would definitely lessen the murders. I agree. Was the murder at 15 for Alpo in New York? Yeah, it was in Harlem. It was in Harlem. And he got away with it like it wasn't nothing. A kid, yeah. Here I go. I'm going to show it to y'all one time. I just got on here strictly to talk about this book and some of the things that were revealed in here. If you want to know things about Alpo, that's something that interests you. This book going to tell you shit that you didn't know. OG Juan, you in here. You one of the people that turned your back on Alpo when he was in jail. He was hurt about that. He mentioned you. He said he was hurt about that. I guess he was good to you. For those who don't know, OG Juan was the connect. He was the plug. If you know the scenario, Alpo left Richard Porter with a connect to do some business while he was out of town. He came back and Rich had been dealing with the connect, but wasn't kicking down his PC or whatever. And yeah. He spoke about Juan. He said when he went to jail, Juan wouldn't talk to him or answer his calls and shit. But yeah, he was definitely the plug that was spoken of. He also had a situation with Fritz. Fritz asked him about them bricks that was allegedly taken from Richard Porter. I don't know if it was ever confirmed, but in the movie there was a scene where he took bricks from him. Whether it was true or not, Fritz thought it was the truth, and he summons Alpo, come holler at him and shit. Alpo said he went down there and seen him. And Fritz wanted him to pay a bill for a deceased man and shit. Like, he felt that Alpo had the bricks from Rich. He said he told him, man, the nigga that owe you was dead. You got a bill with a dead man. I ain't got nothing to do with that. Richard owe you. I don't owe you anything. And said he stepped off of Fritz. But it's things in this book that it's gonna knock people out of their chairs. It's crazy. Juan was the plug, but his wife was cooperating with the feds. Ain't that scary? Does it say anything about him killing 2 people when he get out of jail? Why would it say that? I heard that. I seen where that came from. I think that's just a rumor. I don't believe that to be the truth. I don't think Alpo killed anybody. Alpo was trying to enjoy what was left of his life, but he definitely had a struggle. Albert and Alpo was two different people. OG1 was the connector, supply Alpo and Rich Porter. He also said this. Alpo said he never really did no business with Peanut. That was Rich Porter's cousin. And he said he got in a lot of trouble about Peanut in the state of Virginia. He said he felt that that was karma. He said, I killed Rich Porter, and then I got in trouble by Rich Porter's people after he was killed. He said, I killed Rich Porter, and then his people unjustly told on me and put me in jail. And he said, I felt like that was karma. That was Rich reaching out from the grave to repay me and shit for what I did. OG1 was Jay-Z plug also. Jay speaks on it. Amazon. Get mine too. You can get mine from Amazon. It's called Some Things I've Been Through. And you can get this masterpiece as well. You can go to my website, www.therealdribble.com. You get an autographed copy. But Gully, real question. Out of all the OGs you interviewed, do they still have money left, or you can still... I didn't catch what you said, but I get what you was trying to say. Everybody that sat before my camera looked well off. They was well dressed, probably had a nice vehicle. Yeah, I haven't seen none of them suffering. The ones that I've encountered, they more so wanted to know what's the next step, meaning, young boy, I got this story, I done did some things, I done killed some people, I'm trying to get my dribble right. What do I do next? How do I package this and earn money? So they be wanting information from me about, marketing, questions about YouTube. They be asking me information about video footage, hardware, which hardware to use, which MacBooks to use, and shit. They trying to find a way to continue their lives and shit. Sean Branch, someone who's figured it out. Teflon Sports, shout out to Teflon Sports, and he got his book. We waiting on book 2. So, yeah, my relationship with these guys be about some paper, man. I tell them, OG, this is how you can get some paper. Follow my lead. I'm the dribble. That's how it goes. Sounds like Desiree Perez cooperated to take OG1's competition. She a soldier, a rat soldier. Thank you, Pee-wee. That's a fact. OG1 was Jay-Z plug. That's how Jay-Z was good in the Heights uptown. I respected Jay when he reached back for Juan and put him in position. Makes sense. Y'all share this live streams. 800 of y'all here. We're here to talk about this. And the revelation in this book, the Alpo killed his first person at 15 years old during a robbery. I wonder, after that was revealed in this book, did they go back and solve that robbery? I'm pretty sure it's been on the books forever and shit. I have a new appreciation for East Coast street culture from listening to you. I thought I was a hip-hop head growing up. I didn't know anything. Trying to get your dribble right. You got the right place. You came to the source. The Immaculate Dribble, Gully TV. Make sure you go to my podcast. It's on Spotify, Spreaker, Apple, Amazon, all of the big podcast platforms. Gully TV presents The Dribble. One of my most recent dope pieces was a 40-minute joint I did with Bathgate from Harlem. You gonna make them haters crazy. My man said, Gully been outside. I remember white tee Gully. If you know, you know. You said white t-shirt Gully. Yeah, you're right. We need more content on Rich Porter. What about Rich Porter continues to interest you? You ain't heard his story frontwards and back? Alpo was spoke about my whole life. Never knew who he was, but once I saw him, I got it. I'm trying to figure something out. Why do these bloggers talk so much gangster stuff but never seen in public? Like Wacky 100, he never came to Philly. I don't know. Don't know what to tell you and shit. Philly is not a that's not like a tourist attraction either and shit. Rest in peace to Shaw Money. Shaw Money was one of the guys from OBH who didn't go to jail. He was, if you was familiar with OBH music, you knew about Shaw Money. Um, Rest in peace to him, man. He was killed the other night and shit. And it wasn't reported. Nobody said anything about it. Nobody said anything about it. Surprise, Philly's first 48, Johnny Mac. Nobody said nothing about the murder of Shaw Money and shit. I don't know what was up with that. I didn't know that he was a former basketball player. I don't believe Rich Porter died for the reason they said. AZ spoke on Alpo and OG1 playing with them feds, said the game was was rigged from the start. Shy Money, not Shy Money XL. Nah, Shy Money, he's from Philadelphia, not the producer. Nah, not really. It seems to me like you only hear about Rich Porter's story from Alpo's side of the story. I know a lot more to Rich Porter than him just getting killed by Alpo. Did you get a chance to chop it up with the Muslim elders on Halsey Street in New York? I was only there. My business wasn't with the Muslims. That that Temple 25, that was on the same block as Mayor Ras Baraka's headquarters, and I interviewed Do It All from Lords of the Underground there, and I just happened to be in the right place at the right time. So the fact that Alpo never let the world know OG1 was the source of his issue with correct with the fact that Alpo never let the world know OG1 was the source of his issue with Rich Juan should be thankful. I think most people know about it. He said, you mean Dupree? Do It All, Dupree Kelly. He said, yeah, Shaw Money just came home. Oh, that's where he was at. He was booked. Alpo said that out of everything that he told the feds, I'm about to get up out of here too. Out of everything that he told the FBI, he said he was interrogated the most about Donnell Porter. He said he told them everything that he did. He said they kept asking him about Donnell. They put pictures in front of him, Donnell and Rich. I killed Richard. I didn't kill him. I ain't had nothing to do with him. And the feds wasn't trying to believe that because they were dumped in the same place. They like, how the fuck? Why would Donnell and Richard be dumped in the same place? And technically what it was the preacher crew seen that Richard was dumped in that park. So they went and dumped Donnell there so it would appear that the same person did it. Yeah. I am Gully TV _ He was also in this book. It's revealed. It talks about the witness protection program. He was a witness protection program with Shaka. Shaka is one of Preacher's sons and co-defendants. So Alpo was in jail with one of the guys that snatched up Donnell Porter. He was in the federal witness protection with him for 12 years. Shaka, yeah. Anyway, he said, how do you feel as a man as you see the foolishness unfold on the internet? I was raised a certain way. It don't have anything to do with me. It don't affect me one way or another. I think it's actually an indication of my intellect. Yeah, I believe it's a clear indication of my intellect. When you see a bunch of niggas, all niggas, acting ignorant, looking for paperwork. Why the fuck is we digging up paperwork? We could dig up facts. We could dig up shit. The same energy that's placed into digging up paperwork, you can dig up a solution. You dig what I'm saying? So I'm proactive, man. I'm on some dollar shit. I don't have nothing in common with them dudes at all. I saw a Preacher documentary with Shaka in it. All these rappers getting snatched up except Jim Jones, Mr. Blood himself. Preacher used to do rich, dirty work. Anyway, I gotta get to the gym. Gotta get back to work. I appreciate y'all for coming through, man. Make sure y'all subscribe to the channel. Hit the bell so you get the notifications. Get you a copy of this. This is Troy Reed's latest offering. And if you don't know about Troy Reed, make sure you go online and look up all of his masterpieces. Before the dribble, it was Troy. Anyway, I'm about to get up out of here, man. Y'all have a great morning. Follow me on Twitter at Gully TV1. Go to my website, get your PA knit, www.therealdribble.com. Follow me on IG at I am Gully TV _. Shout out to Rochester. I'm around. Peace. Andrew Malone, I caught you. Gully need 3X on them turquoise basketball shorts. I think I got a 3. Hit me up on Instagram at I am Gully TV _. Peace.